Okay, boys and girls, today we're doing Chapter 9, Lesson 7, Write Equations. Our learning intention is I am learning how to solve equations so that I can successfully do harder math when I get older. So we are going to look at vocabulary. Our vocabulary for this lesson is, what is an equation? An equation is, let me get all the way down here. An equation is a number sentence, basically that, but it's a number sentence that has, let me shrink this down. It's a little, that shows that two expressions are the same. It contains an equal sign. So you can see the word equation, or the word equal in equation. See equation, equal. Where did my word equal go? Here's equal. So when you see equation, you can think equal. It has to have an equal sign, and it means that two expressions are the same or they are equal. Remember that equal sign says is the same as, not here comes the answer. Okay, so let's look at what pages we're going to be working on today. Pages 539, 540, and 541. So let's start out on page 539. And right here is our definition for equation. We get this nice and big so that we're not seeing both pages. Okay, so an equation or number sentence shows that two expressions are equal. An equation contains an equals sign. All right, let's look at our word problem. Use the information shown to find the total number of red and green apples. Write an equation to represent the counters. Okay, so we just want red and green apples. Here's our sign over here that shows all of our apples, but I only want to know about the red ones and the green ones. I have too much information, so I'm going to cross out the yellow ones because I do not need that information. Watch out for that. When you do word problems, they will often give you too much information. Okay, so I have counters here that represent the red apples. I have 5 red apples, so I have 5 counters, so I'm going to put 5 for my red apples. And on my chart, it says I have 4 green apples, so I have 4 counters representing my green apples. 5 plus 4 is a total of 9, and here are my counters all put together for a total of 9. So what this is saying is, let me grab a highlighter, and I'm going to make it nice and wide because I wrote really big. Okay, so basically, it is saying that 5 plus 4 is the same as 9. That's what that equal sign means there, that this side is the same as this side. That is why you can write it different ways. You can write 9 is the same as 5 plus 4. Okay, it is not written backwards. It's just saying this side is the same as this side. And that is true. Okay, let's move on. So our equation is 5 plus 4 equals 9. Is the same as 9. The equation 5 plus 4 equals 9 tells us there are 9 red and green apples. In order to write an equation, you need to decide what operation to use. There are words and phrases that can suggest whether to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Here are some examples. These are not all of them, but these are very common ones. So if you see the word sum, whoops, I just crossed it out. Let's try that again. I didn't switch to highlighter. So if you see the word sum, more, I still have it really thick, in all, or total, those are addition words. Okay, if you see difference, less than, left, or fewer than, those are subtraction words. If you see product, times as many, twice, or in each, those are multiplication words. Let me address twice really quickly. Let's see. Twice means 2 times. So if you have twice as many red apples as green apples, you've got 2 times as many red apples as green apples. You're going to use the 2 times in your number sentence or in your equation. Okay, so going back to my highlighter, if we are dividing, we will see words like quotient, divide, half, and into equal groups. Let's talk about half very quickly. So just like twice is 2 times, half is the same as divided by 2. Okay, you know that when you eat half a sandwich, your adult has cut your sandwich into 2 pieces. They've divided it by 2. All right, let's go on to the next page. We're going to mark up our word problems to help us write our equations. So let's look at example 2. Hayden used his tape measure to find the total length of a board needed to finish his tree fort. When he cuts the board, one piece will be 48 inches and the other piece will be 32 inches. What is the total length of the board? Okay, this one I could have done as a 3-read, but I didn't think about it, so we'll do the next one as a 3. Actually, I'll show it to you. So in a 3-read, first you read it without numbers. So Hayden used his tape measure to find the total length of a board needed to finish his tree fort. When he cuts one board, one piece will be some inches and the other piece will be some inches. Okay, so I've got 2 boards, one some inches, the other one some inches. So I'm going to read it with the numbers in it. Hayden used his tape measure to find the total length of a board he needed to finish his tree fort. When he cuts the board, one piece will be 48 inches and the other will be 32 inches. Okay, so I see one is 48. I'm looking at my imagination. The other one is 32. Now, what do I do with this? So now I'm going to read the question with it. Hayden used his tape measure to find the total length of a board needed to finish his tree fort. When he cuts the board, one piece will be 48 inches and the other will be 32 inches. What is the total length of the board? So now I'm going to mark this up. So I have some numbers here. I have 48 and I have 32. Okay, he's buying one board that he's going to cut into these 2 sizes of pieces. I need to know the total length. From my chart, I know the word total means plus. So now I have my equation right there. So you write an equation to represent the problem. Use the letter B for the unknown. The unknown is the length of the original board. So the word total suggests adding. So the first board is 48 inches plus for the total. The second board is 32 inches, is the same as B, which is our unknown. Okay, let's look at example 3. I'm going to read this in the 3-read, using the 3-read strategy to help me to understand. Okay, a hardware store ordered some sets of monkey wrenches. There were some monkey wrenches in each set. After the wrenches are shipped, the store will have a total of some wrenches. Okay, so the store ordered some sets of monkey wrenches, and there was some amount of wrenches in each set. So I know that they're going to be the same because it says each set. After the wrenches are shipped, the store will have a total of some wrenches. Okay, so let's read it with the numbers. A hardware store ordered 2 sets of monkey wrenches. There were 3 wrenches in each set. After the wrenches are shipped, the store will have a total of 7 wrenches. Okay, so they ordered 2 sets of monkey wrenches. There's 3 monkey wrenches in each set. Then they're going to have a total of 7 wrenches. So how many wrenches did they all oops, now I got to read it with the question. So a hardware store ordered 2 sets of monkey wrenches. There are 3 wrenches in each set. After the wrenches are shipped, the store will have a total of 7 wrenches. How many wrenches did they already have? So they started out with some wrenches, and that's what I don't know. Okay, so let's mark this up. I have 2 sets of monkey wrenches. There are 3 wrenches in each set. When they're done, they have a total of 7 wrenches. How many wrenches did they already have? So I'm going to write an equation to represent the problem. Use the letter W for the unknown. So W is how many wrenches they had to begin with. The phrases sets and in each set suggest multiplying. So I have the word each here. So I know I'm going to multiply. So the word total suggests adding. Okay, total can also be for multiplying. So that's where it gets a little tricky with those keywords. You really have to understand the word problem. You can't just use the keywords to decide how to manipulate these numbers. So you're going to write an equation to represent the problem. Use the letter W for the unknown. I did that part. The phrases sets and in each set suggest multiplying. The word total suggests adding. So looking down here, 2 times 3 is 2 sets of 3 wrenches. The W, you add the W, the unknown, for a total of 7. So what's on this side of the problem has to be the same as 7. That's your equation. Now, if you're going to solve it, you need to do your multiplying first. So let's go ahead and solve it, just for chuckles and yucks here. 2 times 3 plus W equals 7. So I'm going to multiply first, plus I can't do 3 plus W because that's meaningless till I know what W is. So 2 times 3 we know is 6 plus some number equals 7. Well, from first grade, I know that 6 plus 1 equals 7. So they started out with 1 wrench and now they have 7. Okay, so let's get ready to do guided practice. Remember on guided practice, remember that on guided practice, you pause the video, put in your answers, and then unpause the video to see if you got it right. There's our monkey with his monkey wrench. That's actually what a monkey wrench is. It's also called a pipe wrench, but the nickname for it is monkey wrench. So for your Easter egg today, you're going to use your drawing tool to color in your monkey. So I'm going to color mine orange because I have that color. What? It's too wide. Make it smaller. I'm going to color in my monkey. That's still too wide. Close enough. It's just for fun. So you can color in your monkey if you want to. Okay, well, if you start coloring in, and that's your Easter egg, so you get the extra credit for it. Okay, so anyway, let's do our guided practice. Enough playing around. Okay, so we're going to write an equation to represent each sentence. Okay, the total of 3 letters plus 2 letters is X letters. So the total tells us we're going to add. We have 3 letters plus, there's add, 2 letters is X letters. That's our unknown. So we have 3 plus 2. Oops. Yeah, no, let's do that. 3 plus 2 is what we know. Okay, what is our unknown? Go ahead and pause your video and then unpause it. Okay, 3 plus 2 we know is 5. Okay, the next one. A group of 6 has X taken away and 2 are left. So I have 6 and I have X, and taken away I know is subtract. 2 are left. That also means to subtract. So you need to put in your numbers where they go. Remember that it's 2 are left. Okay, pause your video and see if you can plug that in. Okay, so I have 6 I took away x and left 2. Okay, if you want to find, if you know what x is, you can write it underneath. 6 minus x equals 4. Or 6 minus 2 equals 4. So 6 minus 4 equals 2. So x is 4. Sorry, said that wrong. Okay, next page. This is your independent practice. If you're not supposed to watch my directions, then stop the video. If you are supposed to watch my directions, then continue on. So you're going to underline the part of the phrase that suggests which operation to use. Circle the operation. So you have 2 things you need to do on this. You're going to underline the part of the phrase that suggests which operation to use. You're going to look for those keywords, and then you're going to circle the operation. So I'm going to help you with number 3. Okay, so I'm going to circle, underline the part of the phrase that suggests the operation used. So I see the word difference, the difference between a pack of flashcards and a pack of pens. I see the word difference. Now you go look on the chart and find which operation that is. Is it addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? You're going to circle that one. So make sure you underline and you circle. Pay close attention. Okay, so you're going to underline the keyword in the phrase, and then you're going to circle the operation for each of those on 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's scroll up here a bit. We're going to write an equation to represent each sentence. I recommend that you mark them up. I'm going to help you by marking them up. Okay, so 9 inches less than 14 inches is y inches. Let me tell you, the word is indicates your equal sign, just so you know. Okay, so I have the number 9. I have the number 14. Okay, I have y is my unknown. I have is here, which is equal, and less than is minus. Now, in 3rd grade, we can't do 9 minus 14. You can do 9 minus 14, but not in 3rd grade. So remember that your big number when you're subtracting needs to go first in 3rd grade. So you go ahead and write the equation that way. Okay? Let's look at number 7. 24 hammers are divided into y equal sets of 3. So I have 24. I have equal sets of 3. Okay, and I see divided, and my unknown is y. Number 8, 12 fish minus y fish plus 4 more equals 9 fish. This reminds me of 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. 12 fish minus y fish plus 4 more equals 9 fish. You could say it like Dr. Seuss. Okay, now that we've had fun, I have 12 fish. I have 4 more, and I have the word equals 9. Okay, 12 fish minus my unknown y fish plus 4 more equals 9 fish. Boom, write that out. Okay, 5 games plus 2 times as many is y games. So I have my number. I have plus, I see 2 times, 2 times as many is y. Remember that is means equal. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Make sure that you're marking them up and that you're actually writing them. You don't have to solve them. You just write the equations. Okay, use the numbers in the table for exercises 10 through 12 to write an equation for each sentence. So you have this chart here, so I recommend that you read it carefully. Michael's toolbox, there's 14 nails, 6 hooks, 2 springs, and 7 bolts. Okay, the difference between the number of nails and hooks is M hooks. You're just writing the equation. You don't have to solve it. Okay, so you're just going to mark it up just like I did in the other ones. Number 11, the number of hooks, springs, and bolts all together is T tools. Then number 12, half the number of hooks plus the number of nails is N tools. Okay, if you have any questions, you can go back and look in your video and look for hints there. So do your best, guys. This is new and it's a little harder than what you've been doing, but we're almost to the finish line on multiplication and division. So you're doing good. Okay, we'll see you later.